Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you everything that I do to manifest money. This is physical things that I do to align my energy with manifesting money. Some of them are witch tips, some of them are law of attraction manifestation techniques, and some just to create an environment that welcomes abundance. So the first thing I'll show you here is my money altar. So I have checks of $500, $600, some actual money here, some coins. There's also Goddess Lakshmi. There's some coins with Goddess Lakshmi, who is the goddess of wealth and abundance and prosperity. So there's her holding some gold coins. In pictures, Goddess Lakshmi is always holding coins that are spilling out of her hand. And that's to show abundance of wealth. Now, the reason I have checks written for $500 here is because my current goal is to make $500 a day. I wanted to consistently be making $500 a day at the end of 6 months. I haven't been tracking for the last couple months. There's a reason I chose $500 a day as well. In the past, I always had a goal to make $10,000 months, but I couldn't imagine myself receiving $10,000. And so I was never able to manifest $10,000 months. I mean, I did a couple times, but it wasn't something that I could consistently do. And it was because I couldn't imagine or feel how it would feel to have a $10,000 month. But I do know what it feels like to receive $500 because I've worked all these smaller jobs, and I have courses that are $500. You know, $500 is a comfortable number for me. So instead of aiming for a 10K month, what I did instead is I'm aiming for $500 a day. And again, because I know what it feels like to receive $500, I was like, okay, I know what that feels like. That's great. I just want to now do that every single day instead of like 5 times a month. How I track this is on days that I do receive $500, I will put a star. And on days that I receive money of any sort, I will put a check mark. And for a lot of these periods, I haven't been tracking properly, but just to get into the habit of celebrating when I do receive $500 in one day. Like I earn $500 in one day, I receive $500 in a day. You know, I'm right now doing it. Right now that's happening majority of days of the month, and I want to get it to almost every day of the month that I'm receiving $500, at least, minimum, $500 minimum. So the next thing I did, I put a citrine stone into my wallet. Citrine is good for manifesting abundance and to create opportunities. It's supposed to awaken the solar plexus, which is your the 5th chakra down, and it cultivates like confidence and personal power. So if you're a business owner or if you're in a leadership position, having citrine around and in your proximity is good to kind of embody and attract confidence and power. Citrine is also called the success stone. So, if you're looking to succeed, get some citrine. Another thing I started doing just a couple months ago is blowing cinnamon through your front door. So you put a little bit of cinnamon in your dominant hand. Okay, a little bit here. We'll go do that. So on the first of the month, you blow cinnamon through your door. So I have my cinnamon here. And so every month, on the first of the month, I blow cinnamon through my door, and it makes my entryway smell really good. If you ever visit me at my home and it smells delicious in the walkway, you'll know why now. The cinnamon thing is a witch trick. It's supposed to, again, attract prosperity and abundance. Cinnamon is also an antiseptic, so it clears stagnation and blockages. So anything that's blocking abundance from coming into your life, the cinnamon is supposed to remove and clear out. Now, the reason you blow it through your door is because your door represents the pathway between you, your home, and the outside world. Okay, I'm at my standing desk here. And when I work at my standing desk, I light a green candle and I let it sit here while I work from my laptop, my candle. candles going. And the reason that we light a green candle is because when you work, you light a green candle when you work. And the reason is, again, this is another witch trick. Green is associated with Venus, the Roman goddess, and she is the goddess of like love, fertility, and abundance. So it's believed to be that when you can do spells with green candles that will attract wealth. And if you work with a green candle lit, it's supposed to attract, again, abundance, success, wealth. It's supposed to improve your luck. You know, she's the goddess of fertility, so it basically tries to make your situation more fruitful. So if you're working and you want it to be fruitful, the way to make fruit from work is by producing money or producing some sort of success in that way. Another thing with green candles, if you are going to link it with Venus, Venus's day is Friday. So apparently Friday is an extra special day if you want to manifest wealth with the green candle. Now, the absolute most important thing I ever did to manifest basically everything that I've ever wanted in life is to have a visual for it. So when I lived in my parents' home, I had this dreamlining thing, and it basically was a timeline of my dreams that I wanted to accomplish. I also had a vision board right beside it. I'll show you the vision board I have up right now. I don't have the old one, but I'll show you the new one. Okay, this is my current vision board. It's actually from probably 8 months ago, so it needs to be updated. But I have like my dream body. I want to be more connected. There's my wedding, my followers on TikTok, seeing growth, my relationship, potentially a family. This is all what I want my bank balance to look like. But in the past, I had cars and I had the view of my apartment. So let me find it. So this is my old vision board. The couple things that didn't come true, I put on my new vision board. But see, this is my view that I had from not exactly this location, but it's still of the mountains there. That's that same mountain range there. You know, a little bit of the city, not exactly the same, but very, very close in my opinion. And I had a walk-in closet. Right now I have like 2 closets, which is not exactly the same, but I still have so much closet space that I have no what to do with. And then that was my car. I didn't have that exact car, but I have a car that looks pretty similar. And yeah, so then anything that didn't come true, I put on my new vision board. But getting back to the dreamlining thing, I had the dreamline, plus I had the vision board right beside. So I had my dreamlining describing what I wanted, and then beside it, I had pictures to go with it. So on here, I started small just to prove that it worked. So in December of 2017, I wanted Gary Vee sneakers within 3 months. That happened. So the thing with the Gary Vee sneakers, they weren't available in Canada. You couldn't ship them to Canada. But somehow I was like, I'm gonna get these sneakers. And in like September or October of 2017, I was like, I'm just gonna put them on my vision board. And my dad, I guess, saw them and he ordered them to a P.O. box in Blaine and drove down to the States, picked up the sneakers, and then drove all the way back and gave them to me as my Christmas present. And I don't even know if I mentioned it to him or not. I must have mentioned that I wanted them, but they're not available. And I kind of just didn't really think about how I was gonna get them. And so he ended up doing that for me. And that was amazing. I just showed up to Christmas and then my first manifestation came true. So then after that, I was like, okay, maybe this works. Like maybe if I do just like write it down and look at it every day, things will come to fruition. So then I started to think bigger. The next thing I wanted was a first car. I got that. This is a long time ago, so I was pretty young. First car. I wanted to travel the world. I did that. And then I started thinking bigger. I made this new dreamline in 2019. Within 1 year, I wanted to graduate, I wanted to start a business, and I wanted to potentially work abroad. All of that basically came true within 2 years of writing this. The next thing after that was to have my first home/apartment, a high-rise with a view. And then I put the value of the condo. I got it for less than that, but now it's worth this amount. And that I wanted within 3 years, which happened within 3 years of writing this. The next thing on here is marriage. So that, I still have 2 years to accomplish that. And then the next thing after that, 10 years from when I wrote this, I want a vacation home with a pool and hot tub, multiple streams of passive income. And then, you know, my long-term goal is a $20 million net worth. All things that I've done, having the visual that I looked at every single day is how I manifested these things, because I would read this, I would see the words first home/apartment in 2022, and I saw that for 3 years, every single day. I had it right where I worked at my desk, and I had the visual of the view, and between those two things, I was able to put myself in alignment with what my life would look like. I would see this and I would visualize the life that I would have, and now I'm literally living the life that I wanted 3 years ago. So all these tips, all these things that I've been doing, they've been I've been collecting these practices over the last few months since living in this new home. And since I started doing all this, the main thing that I've noticed is I don't stress about money, even though I've been put in financially challenging situations recently. And instead of like stressing about it, I just have so much belief that either they're gonna work themselves out, whatever I spend is gonna come back sevenfold, at least, you know, 5-7 times. And just because I have all these things that create an environment to welcome abundance and wealth to come into the home, I just have so much less stress regarding money and being able to take care of myself. Okay, and that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching if you made it this far, and I'll see you in the next video.